Hi guys, it's Rhea, the Frugal Chef. Welcome to Taco Week. Today we're gonna make this scrumptious, fabulous Carnitas taco. But first, I'd like you to please sub if you haven't subbed. Turn on the notification button so you don't miss out on anything, and thanks for that. Let's make this. I'm gonna cook a 6-pound piece of pork shoulder for our carnitas. Obviously, this is a lot of pork. I'm gonna use some of it for the tacos, and then I'm gonna freeze the rest for another meal. So we're gonna rub some spices on this before we put it in the pot. I'm gonna add salt. Some pepper. Generous amount of cumin. Okay. Paprika and garlic. I'll put a little oil on here. And I'm going to rub everything in. I want the meat on all sides to be covered. And now we're gonna let this pork sit here for about 20 minutes until it's no longer super cold, and we'll start cooking it. Okay, so I put my pork inside my pan. You're gonna need an oven-proof pan for this. So if you don't have like a Dutch oven like this, use a deep pan, okay? I'm going to add 4 garlic cloves, which I smashed. I'm going to add 3 bay leaves. In here I have 3 cups of orange juice and 2 cups of milk. And on top of that, I'm going to add some lard. If you hate lard, then don't worry, skip this step. But here I have some leftover fat from last week's pork belly in the air fryer. I just kept the fat, and now I'm gonna use it for this. You can use, store-bought lard, of course. So we're just going to put that on top. This is gonna go into a preheated oven at 325 degrees for a good 4 hours until the pork is just falling apart. All right, let's check this out. It's been in the oven for 5 hours, guys. Oh my gosh. So let's see. Oh, look at that, so tender. This must be so tasty, guys. Yummy. I'm gonna flip it and let it sit in the juice a little bit, and then I'm gonna let it cool down and shred it, and we'll make our tacos. All right. Yeah, the bottom, look at that. Oh, I'll see you when this is cooled down and shredded. I want to show you how amazingly tender this pork is. Look, guys, it's just falling apart. Oh my gosh. Also notice that it shrank quite a bit. So, yeah, very good. We'll make our tacos after it's nice and cooled down and I can shred it all. Okay, let's work on the salsa for our carnitas. In this bowl of water, I have 4 guajillos. I took off the stems, and I did take some of the seeds out, most of the seeds out. But I washed them well. They tend to have a lot of dirt, so make sure you wash your chilies. And I have 12 arbol. These are really spicy, guys, so if you don't like it that spicy, you might want to reduce the quantity of arbol, okay? I did not seed these, so if you want to seed them, go ahead. And here I have 4 tomatillos, which I husked and washed. I have 3 garlic cloves and 1 Roma tomato. It is nice and big, so if your Roma tomatoes are smaller, just use 2. All right, I'm gonna cover this with water and let these cook for about 20 minutes until the tomatillos change color. They stop being this nice, beautiful, fluorescent green. They're gonna turn kind of brownish, and we'll come back. Tomatillos are cooked, the chilies are softened. I'm gonna transfer all of this to my blender. I will not put all the liquid in there, just what I cooked, okay? We won't. Let's add maybe half a cup. I'm gonna add a handful of cilantro, a small piece of onion, a really little piece of garlic. You know, you have garlic in there already, but this is gonna make your sauce absolutely fabulous. Do about a quarter teaspoon of cumin and some salt. Do not blend very hot things in your blender. It'll explode all over your kitchen. So wait for this to cool down a little bit before you blend it, okay? If your blender is not high powered like this one, you might have to strain this sauce because the guajillo leaves little tiny pieces of skin in the sauce, and they'll stick to your palate. It's not pleasant. This one is all gone. I'm gonna taste it for salt. I'm just gonna add a little more. All right, we're just going to let this get nice and cold, and we'll set it aside. All right, we're gonna heat our meat and our tortillas, and we will make our carnitas tacos. We're just going to let this crisp a tiny bit. We're gonna heat our tortillas one on top of the other so that the inside steams and is soft and the outside is nice and brown. I am gonna double up my tortillas today because these are really thin. So we'll pile them up with carnitas, some white onion, some cilantro. Something I didn't tell you is that you can cook this pork in a slow cooker. Not a problem at all. You know, if you don't want to put it in the oven and you have a slow cooker, just put it in there and it'll come out beautiful too. I would cook it at low, maybe for 8-9 hours. All right, salsa time. Now this is a serious taco. So now for the best part. That meat is on point. It is absolutely delicious. It is soft. It's super tasty, very flavorful. The salsa, delicious. This is good stuff. Thanks for watching. I'll see you tomorrow.